I don't. Okay.
Check one. Okay.
Okay.
I can't hear me. Okay. I apologize we're late, guys. I apologize. Some broad kept me waiting.
Not true. You threw a last second fucking catch this fucking paperwork project in my direction at the last second right before we were starting.
That's very hot, Alice.
What?
Sorry, you're salty at me, and like, you look great.
Okay,
here we go.
Don't like that.
You know, like that?
No, I'm saying don't you like that.
I do like that.
Don't
like
do that. Don't like it.
I do like that.
I'm mad at you.
I know, that's fine. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You know what I love?
Is there anywhere you'd rather be than...
You know what I love?
What?
These headphones.
Oh, the ones they've got no padding and they're
They have
scraping
no
both of your
pad.
ears?
It's like deforming my ear.
Didn't we get you new headphones?
I think this was the new headphones.
They're already ripped out, like the new things? They've got to be somewhere around here. I'm refurbishing the place, if you haven't noticed. I've been using this for Howie's place, too. I didn't realize today. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
We're lucky that me and Taylor aren't closer. I don't mean in distance because I'm attracted to him. I mean because I didn't realize that, or I'd forgotten, whatever. But I could tell that he's very reserved today when he's talking to me in the commercials. I had forgotten that all that goes over the air. All that goes over the stream. And so there's a dude watching the stream today. Of course there is.
Why do you not know anything? You've been filling in for Grace and Howie for like
I don't
a long
usually
time.
do it from here. I don't usually do it from here. But anyway, so it's funny. There's a moment that I like that this guy caught that I was going to try to grab. And listen to this. So
The consummate professional.
Did you see any of this? Did you watch any of this?
I was at my
real job.
My TED Talk offsite. I was doing presentations and breakout groups and
so this
all
is
kinds of
this
things.
is I go into break, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I go into break and then they start playing spots. You know, I can't see Taylor. I'm not in the studio. I'm at home, so I don't know who's doing what. So anyway, I'm listening to the spot and I notice it's a Taylor spot, and I thought it just hit me like, you know, he's got a great voice. He's a singer anyway, and it's like a broadcast. And it occurred to me that, like, if Pete Gustin could make all that money, then Pete Gustin's the former EEI guy who's now Fox and everything else. Taylor could make all sorts of money too if he does voice acting stuff. So this is me talking down the line, which just means I'm
over the ads.
This is me. The ads are playing, but now you know you get potted down and they put you in queue. That's how it works. So in other words, I'm not going over the air anymore. But another speaker in the studio can hear me talking to him.
Uh-oh.
That's how that works. A speaker, when I say speaker, I mean device.
Does it go out over the radio, or does it just in the stream?
It's just
only in the stream.
No, okay. Don't worry about the stream. So what I'm saying, this doesn't go over the radio. That's right. But just in the stream. The stream, they have no way to stop it, or they don't have a guy there to stop it. So listen to this. This is me listening to Taylor. I know, wanting to talk to Taylor, and he is the producer of the Grace Curley Show.
Effects of these things either. Well, that's why doctors created a weight.
The spot's playing, so, and this is what I thought, it hit me. Well, you know, he's got a great voice as a straight man that he could probably get some good gigs.
Either. Well, that's why doctors created a weight loss supplement called.
Hey, Taylor, do you ever do voice character, voice acting?
Are remarkable. I myself have been a recipient of those results.
He doesn't talk back to me.
Lost 15 pounds on lean. Oh, and after a.
You hear me just say, "Oh"?
Oh.
I just said, "Oh," because I realized he's speaking live.
You're our son, Anson.
Yes.
Oh, always.
I realized that Taylor's doing a live read. It's not a recorded.
He's literally reading aloud right
and
now.
He's got some fat idiot asking him life, asking him life questions.
Doctors created a weight loss supplement called.
Hey, Taylor, do you ever do voice character, voice acting?
Are remarkable. I myself have been a recipient of those results. Lost 15 pounds on lean. Oh, and after a brief hiatus, I ran out and had to order.
Imagine having to like get through today. You've got to fill in host anyway, and fat idiot is like, "Oh, what else you up to this weekend? You ever try the veggie sticks over at Benard's?"
So when you say everything went well in work today, there was some minor slip up.
And then somebody captured this immediately, which is great. This guy named John W., whoever he is, it's John Wins. He's a funny guy because he also caught me something like asking, like lecturing Taylor essentially. I'm like, do you have a home studio? And he's like, and he knows, Taylor knows that everybody can hear us. I don't. So he's trying to just.
Yeah, but you could know.
I could know. I should have known.
Just
I will know
like
tomorrow.
You could know other things that I know. Like
so do you have a home
kids'
studio?
Activities
yeah,
are.
And he's like, I do not. And I'm like, what? Dude, you gotta have. What are you doing, Taylor? What are you doing again? And he's like, this will pass. This will pass. This will pass. And I do realize that I did say something like a few months ago when I was doing the same thing I had forgotten as well. I think I outed somebody's sexuality to him. He's like, oh, well, that's very interesting, Tom. He's like, Jesus, please. What's wrong with you? I'm trying to survive here, okay? So anyway, so there you go. But that's not why I brought you here, Alice.
Why did you?
It was good.
Why did you bring me here?
He's very talented. Jared is very talented. He's the Howie guy. Jared is sneaky, like Howie's maybe best producer ever. And I'm always going to be a VB guy but for a 30, well, I guess Jared's a little older. He's in his 40s, but he works so well with Howie. Not that Howie's hard to work with because he's easy to work with. Although the only thing is, yesterday during the show, I started out talking about, this Ayanna Presley thing in Boston?
Mm-hmm.
I started out talking about that. The
body at the house.
The body at the house, and that the house was Ayanna Presley's husband owns the house, and he's also part of getting this big contract for $2 billion. But the company, Gately found out that the company that they worked for to get the contract doesn't exist.
Oh,
it's got Jack Gately found that out, and so all this stuff is breaking. So Howie comes in right after the first break, and he's like, Tom, did you know that they found out the body is at the house? The body was shot, And I said, oh, yeah, I said that. He said, did you say that? I said, yeah, I said that. It was from CBS. I immediately think I'm lying. I feel like I'm lying. But I did say it, and I read the copy, and I actually showed him. And he's like, yeah, Gately has this new thing, too, about the company that they have. It's incredible. It's incredible. The company doesn't even exist. And he said, yeah, Gately's got everything. So it's very interesting because I've never in my life before had Howie Carr. This is in the first break of Grace's show. He's in the office. I'm there next to him. Act like my producer. And of course, he's a guy who knows everything about everything. So he's not going to miss anything. So many people drop a dime to him. So it was very interesting that he wanted to make sure I was up on stuff. But he wasn't doing it as a producer. He's doing it because that's his product.
Because his network, he wants to make sure people have the latest.
Exactly. And of course I get really stupid when I'm talking. I'm always get a little nervous when I talk to him anyway, even though he's the nicest guy in the world. He's just been a legend. I would not be doing any radio if it weren't for Howie Carr. And anyway, so it did jar me a little bit. And I'm like, oh crap, he is really listening. So this morning and today, I'm cramming Massachusetts politics like I haven't done in a couple of years since I've been working in other states. And so anyway, it's great. It's great. If anybody's a Howie Carr fan and loves Howie, and I know Steve from Merrimack has done this. He's done the VIP thing. It's worth it to do that. He's a very personable guy, and to see how the stuff works. For me, as a radio fan who was never in radio until 20-something years ago, when I managed to get in as the receptionist, and then I was blown away that as I'm getting my tour, that Howie Carr was walking around. And he's like, "Hi." I was like, "Oh my God, that's really him." And if you are a fan, I would suggest you do that. I don't get a piece of this, or I just think it's funny because Howie's one of those guys who is the guy off the air who he's on the air. If you see Howie and you say, start talking to him about, Ayanna Presley or the squad being insane, he'll take it right up, right there. He'll continue the conversation right there. He's he lives and breathes this stuff, obviously. I don't know why I started with that. Anyway, it's my way to the Howie Carr and Grace audience just saying, I'm sorry. I'll get better. But it's blast. Okay. All right, Alice, you just sit back and relax.
I got nothing to do here. I'm excited to see the Odyssey. I have tickets. I'm going to see it in the good IMAX. Oh my gosh. Do you know what I found out?
Elliot Page is Ulysses.
No.
The Cyclops fights the
Trojan
not horse.
About the Odyssey in particular, but about IMAX. Do you ever see things in IMAX?
I think I saw. Is that what's in the Museum of Science?
Yes.
I saw Led Zeppelin alive with my friends all doing drugs in 2000.
But like the biggest, best. So I was researching. So I'm not seeing the Odyssey right away because I got tickets a little further out because I wanted to see it at the Jordan's Theater one because the screens are a little better than the ones that are at the regular movie theater IMAX. And so I was researching like what's the best type of IMAX to see the IMAX movies in because I've heard Christopher Nolan says
By the way,
that like
this is all what you're doing right now. This is all pretty girl privilege. This only happens because you're attractive.
But I was, I saw that Christopher Nolan was talking about how you can't like really appreciate this movie.
I did not know who he was until 2 weeks ago.
On the like,
is he the Landman guy too? Because that's the other one I'm supposed to know.
I don't know. But anyway, he did Oppenheimer.
Ugh, sucks.
Memento.
I fucking hate Memento.
And
I hate that movie. It makes
and
me
the
nervous.
Batmans that you didn't like either.
All sucks. He sucks
dark
at
ones.
movies.
Yeah.
He sucks at movies.
So
He's
anyway,
the funk of movies.
But
Do you
you're
like funk,
supposed
the
to...
genre of music? Funk?
No.
Mm-hmm.
So I was reading that you have to see it in the good IMAX because it's like only can be appreciated. It was shot all on special IMAX and you have to like see it on the really huge IMAX screens to really appreciate it. And so I was researching where to see it, and we actually don't have the top of the line IMAX theaters in New England, the like really, really good ones. Actually, the Museum of Science is one, but they're not showing the Odyssey because they don't typically, and they're rounded. So they're like a little bit different, but
they're rounded?
In the Omni Theater in there, it's like round. It's like a dome.
Okay, they're rounded.
Okay. So, and do you know why that is?
I don't know. I'm watching your lips because they're pretty. And other than that, I hate you. Why are they rounded?
No, it's not. That's not the point. The point is the reason why we don't have any good IMAX theaters is because they don't know how to make the parts. So they're just like repairing and trying to put back together the projectors that they already have. They lost the plans.
They lost the plans to the IMAX theaters?
To the projectors for the good ones, yes. So there's just like 50 and they keep like falling apart and refurbishing them. There's like 31 working ones left in the country and they like don't know how to. Nobody has the plans. They don't know how to make them anymore.
That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
No, but nobody has the plans?
No.
Has everybody
plans were like lost or destroyed or something and they don't know how to make, like they can't make more good IMAX theaters.
Jesus. We don't know. Well, you have the plans, right? No. You don't have the plans. We lost.
So they're going to have to like, I mean,
how many of you lost the plans? We all lost the plans.
Somebody could, they like don't know how to machine the right parts. They'd have to like reverse engineer them and nobody like wants to invest.
Can we just self-nuke? How about that? All right, guys, since we've all lost the plans to all the IMAX theaters, we've decided this would be
not all of them, just the really good ones.
This would be a good bookend. So we're going to self-destruct the planet. Jesus.
So, yeah.
So you're going to watch the
Jordan's Theater is the best kind we have around here. Like, I mean, the regular movie theater also has IMAX, but they're not as big. The Jordan's Theater is the best one around here that shows regular movies besides the Omni Theater at the Museum of Science. So... so that's where I'm going. So I'm not seeing it for a few weeks still, but I'm really excited about it. And I'm in great company being excited about it. Your friend John Podhoretz, Jen Shapiro,
who's my
Rich
colleague,
Lowry.
my colleague on the commentary podcast, thought it was great. Shapiro thought it was great. My guy Matt Walsh, who's been on with us, as a matter of fact,
he's great, but nobody's right about everything.
He
also said in his tear of rage baiting that he was doing about the Odyssey and whatever, he said The Shawshank Redemption is a terrible movie too.
Ooh, that's not good. Oh,
so
come on,
I mean,
Matt.
like,
Come on.
What are you going to take?
Sick bastard. Yeah. Yeah, I got. There was another guy who's like a mid-level radio guy, like Steven Dietz or something. I don't know.
Dietz, yeah, he's a big like evangelical kind of.
Okay,
like,
so I think somebody like introduced me to him in an email. He's like, "Great to meet you, Tom. SD." Okay, SD. Great to meet you too.
I like him, but I can like people and not agree with their opinion about a movie.
Oh, I told him that to his face.
I like.
Do you think I told him that to his face?
No.
No, I did not.
No, I have been like watching clips.
You look very attractive. I'm
no.
sorry about this. Is this out of line?
Yes.
Is it
very
out of line?
unprofessional for your podcast colleague?
This is why. You know what? You don't invite broads in the studio. This is why it's been good.
Good point. True. It's been better without me, I think.
Just been me. You saw me gel with Taylor today.
Mm-hmm. You were gelling. I'm still excited about the Odyssey. I need to hydrate. I don't want to be dehydrated. Leave me alone.
No.
Stop.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Well, what am I ready for? Is this Gill?
This is Gill. Is he or is he not very attractive?
I don't know if he's very attractive.
Are you fucking crazy, Alice?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention to.
Do you find me attractive?
Of course. You're my husband.
Oh, dude, you should be
I don't really look at other men.
Look at other men. God, this is like more you say, the more it's like. Okay, this is Brandon Gill. He is talking to. This is just lovely. He's talking to this lady, who's the most waspy-looking thing I've ever seen in the world. Maybe she's. I don't even know. She's a Smithsonian director. Hartig is her last name, so I assume Suzanne Windwood Hartig Livermore. I assume that's what I'm getting from her. She's got like the perfect waspy bob. Are you looking at something that has to do with that we were just talking about?
I was looking at Matt Walsh's Twitter beefs about the Odyssey.
Hold on. Okay, this is Brandon Gill talking to the person who runs the Smithsonian. Takes a second.
History, even if it's not properly carried out, would you say that the goal of history is to be objective?
Thank you, sir, for the question. You know, I think that there are many goals of history, and certainly as you collect, as we do, examine evidence, create scholarship.
Is objectivity one of the goals of history?
We strive to be objective and nonpartisan and not based on any ideology.
So it's one of the goals. Doesn't that seem a little bit concerning? It certainly does to me, because as part of this white supremacy document that your organization has promoted, objectivity is a core and defining aspect of white supremacy culture. Do you think that it's the goal of the Smithsonian Institution to promote white supremacy culture?
Sir, do you mind sharing with me which document?
It's white supremacy culture right here.
By the way, when you say which document, that's not a great answer. Which thing are you looking at?
I've never seen anything.
I can't drill down on exactly which white supremacy document you mean exactly. So which?
This is part of the mass action toolkit that your organization has promoted for several years now under your leadership.
She's writing.
Are you promoting a white supremacy culture at the Smithsonian?
Writing.
Am I promoting a white?
Ma'am, is this a difficult question?
No, sir. I'm just thinking about the mass action toolkit. We didn't develop it, but back to your question, no, we're not promoting any ideology.
Does it concern you that your goal is objectivity, one of your goals is objectivity, and your mass action toolkit references objectivity as a defining characteristic of white supremacy culture?
It's not our toolkit.
It is your toolkit. You've been promoting it for quite some time.
We did not come up with a toolkit, sir.
But you've been promoting it.
It is used as a reference, I believe, probably in 2019, 2020.
Yes, under your leadership, it has been used as a reference. Is Mickey Mouse racist?
Mickey Mouse is not racist.
It's not racist. According to the Smithsonian institution, one of your exhibits referenced Mickey Mouse as representing, quote, vestiges of longstanding traditions of blackface minstrelsy. Would you describe that as racist?
No, the historical trajectory of the origins of Mickey Mouse tie directly
so Mickey Mouse is rooted in racism. Is that your testimony?
No, sir, it's rooted in minstrelsy.
Minstrelsy, you don't think that blackface minstrelsy is racist?
It had certain unobvious racial overtones that have been well documented.
She set this trap for herself. They set this trap for themselves.
Of course they do. They set themselves traps all the time. And then they can't help but step in them.
And they use an above you air to try to talk through it with a smile and a bob.
Well, if they weren't dangerous, it would be pathetic and you'd almost feel bad for them.
Right.
Documented.
You think that that's problematic, that Mickey Mouse also has those racial overtones?
It's not for me to determine what's problematic. It's determined to me what's accurate.
Is that right?
Yes,
is it important to be polite?
Excuse me, sir?
Is it important to be polite?
Yes, sir.
It's also interesting because the same mass action toolkit that your organization has been promoting references politeness as a defining characteristic of white supremacy culture. Ma'am, are you a white supremacist?
No, sir.
You're not.
So, and there's a little bit left of this. Okay, so do you believe the crap you say or don't you?
Of course they don't believe the crap they say. Nobody actually believes any of this crap.
Then what's the point of talking about Mickey Mouse and white supremacy and being politeness being problematic? What's the point? Why does she spend her time doing? Is it just about getting a job that pays, I assume, about $1.5 million, or is it about cleansing yourself of all past and future sins? What's the fucking point of speaking this language and espousing this belief structure that's just horseshit?
Well, you can funnel money to your buddies who develop the mass action toolkit using government funds, right? That's a plus. And, I think they don't game out the next step of what anything means, which is why they still somehow, years after the Matt Walsh movie, can't answer the question, what is a woman, in any meaningful way. They step on the rake every time. They can't imagine what the consequence of stepping on the rake is every time.
Right. And now you have dudes like Ashley Webb from Maine out here talking about mucus.
Well, and that's the most damning thing, the Ashley Webb stuff. Not because, I do feel bad for Ashley Webb, actually. Because Ashley Webb is clearly not just mentally ill, but I would go as far as mentally disabled in some way. Something is wrong there. And the college dude who was arrested jumping up and down and shrieking "she" at the cops for no reason, since they weren't even trying to arrest him. He just involved himself and acted like a toddler. These are deranged people. And the inability, or I shouldn't say inability, I should say the refusal of the left to acknowledge it. They are perfectly able to, they see what we all see. They know what we all know, but look on the left for any statement saying this Ashley Webb stuff is insane. You guys, we have to get this person off of our stage. Nobody's going to take us seriously. This is absurd. They won't do it.
Yeah.
They won't do it. And it's the same thing as this lady. Right? She knows this stuff is absurd, but she's not going to say it's absurd. They have all opted in to pretend this together. And they refuse to, nobody can blink in this stupid game that they're playing. You know what I mean? They can't admit it. And it's so damning on them that they can't admit it. Because if your ideology won't let you acknowledge that something is clearly wrong with Ashley Webb, if your ideology can't acknowledge that there's nothing white supremacist about being polite, and that to suggest so is totally absurd. That if your ideology, the list goes on and on, but if your ideology can't differentiate between these things, if your ideology can't answer the question, what is a woman, in any kind of serious way, then it's no good for anything. It's purely, their ideology is absolutely based on total rubbish, and they all know it. It's purely a play to get power. And it comes down to this thing that, now I don't remember like where I even read this, but this was a thing that people on the right were saying a while ago, which is that to liberals, like, words aren't things that mean stuff. Words are like a magic spell that you're trying to cast on somebody else to get them to do what you want. They're purely an instrument to try and get power, to funnel money to their friends, to get, jobs and money and things that they want, and to hold on to their status in society and all of that stuff. They don't see words as something that like mean underlying things that are true about the universe. They see words as weapons that you use. It's the same thing as like when they're like, well, Jesus said blah blah. They don't believe crap about Jesus. They don't know anything. They don't care what it means. They're just saying, like, maybe if I say the right words at you, you'll do what I want.
Well, then how does like Lindsay McGinty Flint McQuinn with 6 hyphens go from tending her garden and snipping tomatoes to like such clever sorcery? Like, where does this happen? Do you think it comes from a place of malevolence?
No, I think that there are a bunch of people out there that think words are just a social currency and don't mean anything. Pepper, that noise, by the way, that you heard was Pepper eating the buttons off of our sofa, which is something that she's decided to do in her golden years. So, but do you think all those Q-tips that are out there every weekend really believe that Trump is as bad as Hitler? Like, do you think that they think honestly that they're living in Nazi Germany?
I kind of think some of them do.
I mean, but they're still like, they're still
Pepper?
Going to Whole Foods and stuff. Like, if they really thought that they were in Nazi Germany, I'm telling you, she's eating the buttons off the sofa. No.
I'm just getting her, just so that when the vet euthanizes her, we can just say it wasn't us. They didn't poison her. They're eating the buttons.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that they really think that they're living in Nazi Germany with brown shirts on the street. Like, do you think they'd be like going to school pickup and like
That's a great point.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, they don't really think that.
Right.
These are just words that they're saying.
Yes.
It's not, it doesn't, like, they don't actually believe this, but that's how they're gaining social currency in their world that they're in.
But I do think that
there's like, we say the words, Trump is the orange Cheeto dictator who rapes children. Like, that's like the things that you say in your circle to get social status. Like, not because you think that they haven't put a second thought into any of that. Like, they don't believe it.
It seems like a crappy way to live, especially if you're older than 70. It's okay. So this is what you do. This is what you do. The people who yell at Featherston with the yellow teeth. It's like, how is it fun? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, how are men having fun? Don't men still like to have sex? It's like, I don't.
Well, yeah, but the ladies that are sleeping with those men are into this.
Oh, I see. Let's go back to Brandon Gill.
You help me square why your organization says that being polite is part of being a white supremacist?
I'm not exactly familiar with that passage of the Mass Action Toolkit, which is
I can show you the passage. It's right here.
Pardon me?
I said I just read you the passage from it.
And then your question was, sir?
We're going to move on.
I thought I had more of this. Did he say the Latina already?
You haven't played that here.
History.
Wow, how much of this stuff do I have? All right, let me find the other one here. I want him to get to the one with it where he talks about the Latina T-shirts. It's so freaking great.
I think I sent it to us too.
I think, yeah. Let's play this.
History, even if it's not properly carried out, would you say that the goal of history is to be objective?
Okay,
That's
what we
we heard that one.
No, sir.
You're not.
Okay, it's not that one. Let me just try to find it.
But I don't know. It's interesting because there's been a little bit of discourse on Twitter about, I don't know, Nate Silver did this big analysis, and we've talked about this a little in the context of the Graham Plattner stuff and how he's
Would you say that the goal of history
rich
is to
kid
be
who's
objective?
pretending
Power?
he's poor, and or this kid in Cambridge, Evan McKay.
Yes,
who's
I
there,
played
like,
some of him yesterday. Yes.
They're like these overeducated, underemployed people that are the new socialists. And Nate Silver did a big piece examining this. And basically what he was saying was that that cuts both ways.
We've got a
That,
big
like, in
canvas
most
coming up next
cases-
Saturday, July 18th at noon in Harvard Square. It's going to take so many people coming together to defeat the status quo of State House leadership, where they pass the fewest number of bills.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So, I mean, on average, the more educated you are, the more money you make on average in society. So where that trend departs, so like the exceptions to that rule, of which there are obviously many, it's a pretty weak correlation. People who make a lot of money who don't have a lot of degrees, and people who have a lot of degrees who don't make a lot of money, are the people driving the sort of political realignment of college, non-college split, where Trump really lost a lot of the educated elites and won a lot of the non-college people, like traditional union people, all of the blue dog Democrat type of voter. And the reason that's happening is because you have the educated elites who feel they're really like part of the upper class but don't make a lot of money. They're the ones who are becoming DSA people, and the right-wing swinging voters who are the Trump voters are the non-college people who are non-college but like make more money than you would expect based on the average.
Productive Americans.
Right, like small business owners,
So can
trades,
you
right.
explain something to me and tell me if this correlates at all, and then we'll get back to Brandon Gill. I think I've got the other stuff. Remember the woman who was my friend in the 90s who yelled at the kid with the Trump hat, or was going to?
Mm-hmm.
Trump gave his speech the other night on election security, which is something interesting considering we just found that there are 6,000 people, illegals, registered to vote in New Jersey. The governor talked today about it and said, "Oh, it was a computer glitch, Alice. Computer glitch."
Yeah, computer glitch.
Yeah, as Steve Robinson mentioned, like, these glitches just go in one direction.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, can you stop, Pepper? This is embarrassing.
She got the button she was trying to get off, so.
It doesn't make any sense.
She likes eating sofa buttons.
Ugh.
Don't have like a tufted sofa with little parts pulled down by buttons around Pepper, for goodness.
I love this sofa too, and it's thrashed.
It was like $200 off Amazon.
To me, that's a lot of money. I don't make you all money. But anyway, so she was watching the speech the other night about from Trump about the election security stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was both her and another friend of mine from the hotel who both commented essentially this. They said, he's been on for 10 minutes and has said like 30 lies already. And so to me, that's very interesting. I didn't see the speech. Maybe he did. He's a politician with an agenda trying to convince people to move in a certain direction for him so that they'll, that the game is trying to get people to behave in the way you want to, and to message how you want to, and to look. But is it possible did these grown adults like assume that the Democrats aren't doing that? When they hear Chuck Schumer, are they like, well, true.
It's different.
When they look at Chuck Schumer in his raw cheeseburger, they're like, yep, cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. Like, I'm serious. Is that the thing? Is that...
Yeah, I don't know. And I showed you some political text that was like cheesy and asking for money and whatever from someone that I got today. And like, people make a lot of hay out of making fun of politicians, like lame-o fundraising bits that they're paying people to make for them. And I just like, it's almost like too much low-hanging fruit. Like it's almost like you don't even want to get into stupid stuff politicians say and do to get votes, because it's like so low and distasteful and gross that it feels like you can't even like go after that because it's too stupid. And yeah, they're all terrible all the time, which is why I don't really care what Trump's doing. Like, I can't imagine who, left or right, has time in their day to sit here and think about what happened in the 2020 election. Like,
Sure.
I don't. Do I think there were more ballots than people who like intentionally planned to cast votes in the 2020 election? Like, probably. But like I can't find the energy in my day to day to care about the 2020 election. I mean, do you?
No. As a matter of fact, the only thing that like has me. The only reason I, in my mind, have a big asterisk around that election is because all these either ignoramuses or liars who I've been watching for decades told me it was the most secure in our history. That tells me right there, okay, now I have questions about the election.
Do you remember we got like dinged on YouTube at one point in like 2021 probably because we like made some joke about the election and they were like election deniers and we like got a strike on YouTube.
And I used to get callers, lefties, who would call the radio show all the time and say, okay, did Trump win the 2020 election? And I would say, well, he was sworn in. I mean, I guess he won. But like, I can't tell if you say who won every election. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, Biden was sworn in. It's like, was the 2020 election fair? It's like, I don't know. I don't know if 2016 was, or 2012, or 2008. I don't know. I don't have firsthand knowledge of anything. It's like if somebody says, has your wife been faithful to you? I'm like, I think so. I don't have a drone following Alice everywhere. I don't know. Like to be honest about the question, it's like, or you could do the same thing about me. Like, you think I have been, right? I mean, as far as I know, right. I mean, we're trying to live life, and you haven't been following me, and I would probably tell you if I hooked up with somebody hot, if she was hot. but it's like, the question is just meant to, nobody asks any kind of question about anything like that other than the election.
Right.
Who won it, sir? This is now...
Do you believe that Black Lives Matter?
That's exactly what it is. Exactly. And then Joe Biden takes a header in front of the Europeans, and you say, well, he's obviously have dementia. Don't make fun of his stutter. And the don't make fun of his stutter people are the same people who told me that it's the most fair election ever. It's like, I don't trust your effing brain, dude.
And then gave themselves an award.
Yes.
Gave themselves
I wrote a book.
An award.
I wrote a book on how much we sucked.
For how Biden lied to them.
Yes. Hold on, let me get back.
To move on. What is Latina power?
What is Latino power?
Latina power.
Now, wait a second. This waspy lady, do you think she's going to remain waspy in her dialect?
For how she pronounces Latina?
Correct.
Latina power.
Hold on, let me get back there. It means so much to her, Alice, to signal that she says it the right way.
Power.
Latina power. would be the forces derived from being a Latina.
Hear
Do you
that?
think that it's appropriate for the Smithsonian
you hear the last
Institution to sell
being a
Latina
Latina.
power paraphernalia?
Wait a second. You're a white fucking wasp. Like, you have a Spanish accent now? From being a Latina. Like, you don't say this crap. It doesn't make any sense.
Power paraphernalia?
Hold on.
Do you think that it's appropriate for the
Would be the forces derived from being a Latina.
Do you think that it's appropriate for the Smithsonian Institution to sell Latina power paraphernalia? Hats, mugs, other things that say Latina power?
I believe that the merchandise our store sells
I'm asking you if it's appropriate.
tries to reflect the richness of the community.
You hear this?
So your testimony is that it is appropriate?
Those are your words, sir.
I'm asking you, is it appropriate to sell Latina power paraphernalia? It's a yes or no question.
I don't have control over what is sold
I'm
in our
asking you if it's
stores.
appropriate. I didn't ask you if you have control over it. Is
I
it
understood you,
appropriate?
sir. Yeah.
Yes or no?
Again, we strive to represent all Americans, and including
Is it
in our
appropriate, yes or
merchandise.
no?
We strive to represent all Americans in our museums, including in our merchandise.
Okay, so I guess it's appropriate, but she was like, can I just say one thing?
Does she even know why she's avoiding answering the question?
I don't know, Alice. It's my question to you. But let me ask you this. And I have a lot of other cuts from this thing, but we're going to get to the chat here. You know what? I'm going to be a bitch for a moment. You've never seen this from me, Alice, because I've always been a very alpha guy, the man of the house, the guy who does all the repairs and the fixes and things like that. And all the quality loving and all that stuff. Well, hello? Can you...
I was yawning. I'm
Can you
sorry.
feign interest for one more minute, please?
Sorry.
I'm gonna steal from the left here. I don't think it's fair that this hyphenated bitch waspy thing is this dumb, condescending, and toxic. Really, because she does promote this stuff and probably makes $1.5 million and has a gorgeous house with landscapers, with housekeepers, with high ceilings, with people who come every Christmas to make her Christmas decorations. I don't like that. I think that's bullshit because I think she's a crappy person. And what is your thoughts on how I feel about it? Is that just envy? It's certainly some envy.
No, I think it's like a... I mean, there's a reason why the wealthiest zip codes are clustered pretty heavily around the nation's capital, and it's because people like that and their friends that make Latina Power shirts and their friends that make whatever action toolkits that talk about white supremacy and all this crap, they're paying each other essentially out of the public coffers through various types of grants and funding and whatever. And so the reason why all those wealthy zip codes are congregated there is the same reason that, like, you know, Stalin's buddies had better stuff than other people. You know, that's the reason. It's because they took it from other people and gave it to their friends, and they probably thought they deserved it too, to be honest. You know, that they earned it. And, like, I think these people really think they earned it and they deserve it, and their gender studies degrees or Latinx studies or whatever that they have, that they're doing that stuff, that it's, like, very valuable what they're adding to society. I think that they believe that. It was funny. When I was, like, reading some of these Twitter threads about the fact that overeducated and underemployed people skew very, very liberal. Somebody in the comments, clearly with an axe to grind, goes like, "Yup, count me in that group. Like, Trump decimated my industry," or whatever he said. Trump, like, came after my industry, so now I have graduate degrees and I can't be employed for them. And of course, in all the comments, never answered what this great gift to humanity was that he was going to do with all the degrees. You know, he said something like, "I guess that was just me. I was trying to do something worthwhile with my life." Like, I think they really think that. Yeah. That these, like, things that they're doing are, like, incredibly worthwhile and a gift to us all, that they were bestowing their genius upon us. And we should absolutely, as idiot rubes, pay them all this money to be geniuses in Washington, D.C. And like they think that that's like well deserved and the correct order of society. And they're mad that, it doesn't always work out that way in a capitalist country, which is why they're turning to socialism. But yeah, I mean, I think that that's like ultimately what it comes down to is they think they totally deserve these roles and positions, and Trump is coming after them. And this person was very angry at maggots who destroyed his industry when he was just trying to help the world with his genius by going and getting graduate degrees in a very important field that he won't say what it is, but Trump got rid of. So,
all right, with that, Alice, I had more audio.
I have one more tiny tidbit I wanted to share with you. I don't know if you saw this. Maybe this is old news, but the WNBA continues to find creative ways to avoid making any money, which is like the Sophie Cunningham pointing thing.
Yes, absolutely.
They have banned brands from monetizing the pointing meme. Nobody's allowed to sell merch. You know how like when players do something or have a saying or like a nickname that they'll like sell merchandise that has that?
Obviously, yes.
No, they can't monetize that because it's against their rules to profit off player conduct from a confrontation between the members. Nope, nobody makes money from this. Nope. Nobody profits.
Conflict is like the only thing that the WNBA has. Like it's not basketball, really.
So, yeah, I mean, like, they managed to garner a tiny bit of interest for their league and their sport, and, like, people know the names of some of the people nationally, and immediately, nope, can't have it. Clamp down. Nobody makes any money here from this, just so we're clear. So.
All right, I'll be ready for the chat?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, in the chat, Cheswick, just Justin Cheswick. Cheswick says, I swore over the stream and Howie. Yeah, it makes sense. He says that I said, sorry, Taylor, I was being an a-hole. Yes. Cheswick says, Alice is going to Vegas to the Sphere to see the Odyssey. Is that true?
No.
You've been to Vegas 6 times this year, you just with your boss, by the way. You said it was for training.
That's true. Yep.
Only went one time with just a bathing suit, which is weird, but training is team building is team building. Cheswick says, Mickey Mouse and Al Jolson are in blackface. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Cheswick asks if Pepper swallowed the button. We don't know.
Probably, I assume.
Yeah. Okay, ready? Here we go. Thank you for joining me, by the way. You look beautiful.
You're welcome. Thank you for saying thank you.
I had to use vinegar. No, I had to use honey instead of vinegar. Remember that?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, here we
go. I'm a main guy. Tom, I think my favorite part of you covering Grace's show on Monday was when you said to Taylor, and who was that blonde chick, Taylor? the one with the dolphin face. Married to Ryan Phillippe or Ryan Reynolds or Ryan Von Ryan's Express. Who was that? Remember her? There was all this dead air in there. Dude. Step up your game, will you? I love breaking your chiclets.
Alice very much
I know all Tom's things, so I can usually figure out what he's trying to get me to decode.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
A real babe.
She was good looking.
Uh-huh.
I like the dolphin faces. I'm sorry.
Hey, Tom. Tommy NH.
Hey, Tommy.
Did I hear you correctly once you were caught changing the sex of the person who committed a crime in a story? I mean, you.
Yeah. Not a crime. Not a crime.
You're the doxing queen. You're all about truth. A matter of fact, over truth about people. Social security numbers, street addresses, cars, family life. And now you're changing the sex of people involved in crimes.
I
don't understand, big fella. What's going on with you?
I wasn't authorized to say the story to anybody. You want to hear this, Cyril? Here. Put your ear up against here.
Hi, it's Amy from Acton, living in Switzerland.
Hey, Amy.
I don't know if I was the only one, but I was a little bit floored when Tom said he was going to pay his son $20 for mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just because I haven't been in America for so long. Have the prices gone up there? I was thinking to myself this morning as my 14-year-old son went up for the third full day in a row in the most mountainous region in the Swiss Alps to go help my husband haying where there's no road and you have to walk a half an hour up and carry all your food up for the whole day. I was like, I really need to tell him how proud I am of him. If I would have paid him, I would have given him 2 Swiss francs. Am I a bad human being, or is Tom just the opposite extreme? I don't know here, but something's not right. Bye.
I have to. This is too important to me, Amy. First of all, your son and your husband. My son doesn't have a quality father. Okay, so I have not trained any of these people.
Tom doesn't go haying.
I don't go haying.
But that's very cool. I've always looked at like the pictures of the Von Trapps haying at the Von Trapp Lodge and thought how awesome that looked.
Swiss franc equals 1.323 United States dollars. So that's $3.
$2.50 more like.
First of all, it's a little bit different here, and I really need him to do this. And he's doing a great job.
Tom also let it get like 3 feet high.
I didn't let it. I have things to do, and then the weather gets bad. Then it rains, and then we're effed. And now it's mostly weeds out there. Like I don't let it do anything. There's just one of me. Now there's 2 of me. It's good.
No, there's one person who's good at stuff.
What? Huh? Just say it into here.
Swiss Banks in.
Oh, he's making fun of my spelling. I Googled Swiss, and I Googled Swiss Fanks, F-N-A-N-K-S, exchange, which is E-X-C-H-E-N-G-E. My son is poking fun of me. Not funny. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, your husband's better, okay? Oh, imagine that. Did he get the Taco Gigante challenge? Did he win that, Amy? No, he did not win.
I don't think he won the Taco Gigante.
He did not win that.
Challenge.
Okay.
Nope.
So tell him, kiss it. Okay. Swiss francs. Hate her now.
One of my teammates from Germany who was here for my team offsite, we all had to make like an About Me slide, and hers featured her in a drindle.
In a drindle?
That's the German Oktoberfest outfit.
Oh, that I put you in? Ooh.
Well, hers was like a real one, not like a cheesy
October.
Halloween
It's
costume
almost October,
one.
my
But
friend. Yeah. You're reprising. What do you do?
I'm not wearing that. I don't do what you say.
All right, Amy, I love you again. I'm sorry about that. I was hurt.
I will never not be amazed at the lack of self-promotion from you, Tom.
How so?
A guy who fully understands there is no such thing as bad press, especially when you're in the content business.
Yes.
And yet again, you mentioned the other day that you're filling in for Grace. Fantastic. Those of us who are longtime listeners, those of us from the Boston area, we know what you're talking about. But, you probably do get some new listeners from time to time. I know I certainly have told people to listen in. And I'm sure they're wondering, who's Grace and what does she do? Does she work at REI? Is she a judge? Does she hand out towels at the bathhouse? You might want to tell people where the hell you can find Grace, whom you're filling in for.
That's a good point, Tim. Thank you. By the way, it says his email, he writes, Tom at bearmode.com. I believe the Bears are in P-Town now.
Oh, is it Bear Week?
It's Bear Week in Barnstable, Massachusetts, where everybody needs to be careful. Yes, it's Grace Curley. She's fantastic. 12 to 2. I'm in for her all week. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm in for Jerry, I think, at either 10 or 10:30, and then Grace. And so there you go. That is it. And then I'm on Mainwire TV at 4 p.m., and then I'm on the Burn Barrel, where Alice has volunteered to be on
didn't say I do.
again.
Maybe.
Oh, is Honey working over vinegar?
Ask people nicely
Ooh.
to do things, and they happen to have time and be available.
Ooh.
Then sometimes they say yes.
Did somebody give some positive input to somebody's shrink for the first time?
Not true.
Alice, maybe
Tom has this idea that I slam him to
Yeah,
my shirt.
it's just a roast. Alice goes to her fancy Newburyport shrink in her brownstone, and it's a roast for an hour.
Not true.
He's really controlling Alice.
Not true.
I was in Saugus earlier today, waiting behind a car on an off-ramp, and they had a bumper sticker that said, Obama 28, because why bother following the rules? And then underneath that was a Harris Waltz sticker. Of course, it was a car driven by a white woman.
Yep.
As a Subaru, and it had all the earmarks of being an awful. And I just thought, I think the humor is lost on you.
Yeah, and I would say if they're in Saugus too, then she hates everybody there. There's no doubt about that. Although, Alice, can I just say that I think that the traditional lesbian community is gettable for the GOP?
Probably.
They're very pragmatic. They want to keep their stuff. They want to be charitable. They can do all that without government. As a matter of fact, if you look at the way government spends stuff and squander stuff, we're getting lesbians, Alice.
Some. I mean, like, I just look at the Renee Good stuff and, like...
Well, she's a... Okay. I don't think the first primary word that would come to mind when you think of her is lesbian. I think it might have been, and God rest her soul, because she was a very important poet. I think that this was a person with deficiencies.
But what I'm saying is, like, I do know, and you know that I know some very activisty lefty lesbians, like, for sure. I mean, there's obviously lesbians in the political spectrum as much as anybody else, but I don't know. I think from what I've seen personally day to day among lesbians and gay men, I think gay men tend to be more gettable for the GOP than lesbians. Am I wrong about that?
Why are you asking me? There's already rumors.
You spent some time with them. I mean,
no, probably you're right.
Hello there. Sunday night, Sonny Hostin, Ashley Webb on the Burn Barrel.
Yep.
Monday, Jerry Callahan Show, Sonny Hostin, Ashley Webb. Monday, Grace, Sonny Hostin, Ashley Webb. I rest my case. Repeat after repeat. Thank you for giving me all that time back that I don't have to listen to those shows.
Alice, input?
I do think you were the first to be on Ashley Webb Watch before the debate. And when you first brought it up on the show when I was on with you, I don't remember if that was Sunday, but I think it was Sunday. I hadn't heard of Ashley Webb, and it was before that debate happened, and now everybody's all about Ashley Webb. So you were, you scooped everyone on the Ashley Webb front.
Well, right, and also another thing is, you don't not play like you don't not play the hottest audio on the Jerry Callahan show or in Grace Curley show because I played it on the Burn Barrel. You do the hottest, best show on everything. And if a lot of times that's the same or similar routine, well, then that's what you do. It doesn't make any sense for me.
I think you put a different spin on it because you know the different audiences and what they'll appreciate.
Yes. But, like, if I switch up my act, my 2 hours or my hour every time, then I'm going to be on Grace Curley talking about the life and times of Daniel Patrick Moynihan for an hour.
Not for nothing. if Grace and Jerry happen to both be in,
right,
that's what they'd be talking about too.
So you bring all the good stuff to all the places. I mean, that's what you do. As far as you've saving time, I guess I'm happy that you save time, I guess. Where I don't know.
I mean, like, if you just informationally want to know that there's a trans Senate candidate named Ashley Webb in Maine, then, like, you also could not listen to Grace and not listen to Jerry. And I think people should listen to those because I think that, like, you always do hear a little bit different take on it.
Well, right.
Like, I mean, Ben Shapiro talks about the same stuff and Matt Walsh talks about the same stuff and the Burn Barrel talks about the same stuff because that's the stuff that people are talking about.
Well, right. And one of the things that that I used to have to run up to the studio with Michael Graham with seconds left because we'd never stopped fishing till the opening music was playing, essentially. And it was the same thing when I had another radio show in Connecticut where I'd be looking for every second until it's done. So you get whatever you can, like when you can, and bring the freshest stuff there when you can. So there's no, okay, I've got this one show down. Like there's some of the stuff that I've got today, I will use tomorrow. I've already played Brandon Gill. But so I won't do that. But
everyone's gonna play Brandon.
Well,
Gill.
Exactly. But so like you use all the best stuff. That's what it is. And for these shows, I'm sorry,
but I actually used to love that about WTKK that you would like tune in the morning and everybody would talk about the same stories, but you'd get like a little bit different spin on it from each person.
Well, yeah, and that's actually good. That's a good point because when I would produce stuff up for Michael Graham, Severin would use all my stuff.
Right, but like Jay Severin's show was not Michael Graham's show, even if you use the same audio cuts. In your case, you are the same person when you film it for other people. So even though I think you do try and focus for the audience, like it is at the end of the day still you. So I get what they're saying, but you're not getting a different person's take. But like realistically, is Jerry's take and Grace's take and your take really going to be that different from each other?
Not generally, no. And there's no time where like, okay, since I did my show Sunday with Ashley Webb, that I'm all fine for Monday. Like, no, I sweat before Jerry's show to make sure I have my hour together, and then before Grace's show. And this morning,
and by sweat, you mean you're harassing me while I'm like trying to prep for meetings. You're like, Alice, what's out there? What's on the news? What are you seeing on Twitter now?
That's part of it.
Send me the audio. I'm like, I'm working, honey.
None of these shows are pre-done. Like with Grace's show today, I was like really working. Like, what am I going to do? That's why I actually drove my son, and actually I mentioned this on the show. I drove my son, and the show actually isn't the same. I drove my son to get gas for the lawnmower 20 minutes before the show was starting because I needed something, and I was hoping something would jog something along the way somewhere. The gas can, the whatever, like anything, please. Like, I need something.
You're going to do the good old they've ruined the gas can lids show?
I absolutely did. Yes, I did. How dare you?
What's next? These light bulbs they're making us buy. have you ever noticed that the shower heads just don't have pressure like they used to? My goodness. You turn it on, it's like a trickle.
You're fired, by the way. The good old. Good old. Well, you know what? I'll just unbox this for the next 10 minutes and I'll just lay back and just watch it happen.
Never mind. I'm now on the caller's side. Recycled bits.
Why are you laughing so hard? Stop laughing at me, lady. You are so fired. I want you off this set. I want you off this set. By the way, on the way to the gas station, we drove by some cyclists.
Oh. Yes, bike lanes. They're putting them in everywhere. They don't follow the rules of the road.
Fucking dare you. Oh, dare you. If you listen to the first 20 minutes of Grace's show, this is oh, fucking dare you. I'm a talented person. God damn it. I'm special. I'm a unique talent, okay? They wouldn't ask me if I wasn't, all right? How dare you? How? Why are you crying, laughing? Why does this make you so happy? Stop it. How dare you? You ever notice that the bicyclists fan out when they're in the right lane? How dare you?
I like your bits.
How dare you? By the way, I brought my son to fill up his gas can so he could mow lawns. Whatever happened to a time when kids used to mow lawns in the neighborhood?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Now they're protected cupcakes. Did you notice that? Did you know that?
Everyone gets a trophy, right?
Yeah.
Do they think they're special snowflakes?
Yeah, what kind of trophy?
Participation
That's
trophy.
exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
The participation trophy. How dare you? God damn it. Putin, end this. All right.
Hey, Tom Thomas.
Hey, Tom.
I, like Billy, caught on to that fact right away.
What fact?
That you did the woman complaining about the tall ships and a man complaining about the tall ships.
Yes, that's right.
So I was wondering, have you done that before, ever mixed up the person you're talking about's gender? You mentioned something about a female touching your hand on a date.
I told this is you.
Was that definitely a female, or was that maybe a male you went out with?
Do you hear these sons
of your hand? 35 seconds.
Do you hear these bastards, Alice?
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear this?
Yes, I am.
This is bullying, Alice. Take offense.
Yes.
Take offense. I want you to tell these guys, get my husband's name out your mouth. Okay? Don't do anything, brother. Oh, she loves this. Guys, you'll be happy to know she's not on camera, but she is so freaking happy inside now. If you can make the podcast just this, she'll give us at least 10 minutes a night.
Hey, Billy from Manchester.
Hey,
well,
Billy.
I'm glad Tom admitted that I was right. 2 different shows, 2 different people, same tall ship story. What a fraud. And yes, Tom, you do look like Ashley Webb. The blue eyes give it away. 14 seconds.
Oh, how dare you. How dare you. Stop noticing, okay? From now on, stop noticing similarities between shows. Yeah, first, can you imagine this, Alice? What I do to entertain the American people only to be pilloried? That works here, right? Pilloried?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean, pilloried?
I assume it's some form of Puritan punishment on people, but I don't know exactly what it entails when you get pilloried.
Did you realize that gas cans are difficult?
They've ruined the gas can lids. Used to just be able to pour it out. Now, no, it goes flying everywhere. What a debacle.
God damn it. All right, ladies, I'm officially now single. It's over. Whoever you are, the 74-year-old who touched my hand the other night and said I had nice blue eyes, it's on. Let's go. Thirsty Whale, you name the time, I am in. I'm in for Jerry tomorrow. You'll hear the same exact
Who's
show.
Jerry? Where do you listen?
Jerry Callahan on Newsmax. You can get Jerry Callahan on Newsmax. Just go to Newsmax or Jerry Callahan, Google it. You'll find it. I'm then on for Grace Curley, who's of the Howie Carr Radio Network. You can also find her in WRK. I'll be in there for 12 to 2, where you hear the same show again. Then
and you'll like
it. The main wire. You'll hear the same show for the third time at 4 p.m. Okay. I can't hear me. Okay, I apologize. Oh no, that's fine. 5, 4, 3, 2. Jog something along the way, somewhere. The gas can, the whatever, like anything, please. Like I need something.
You're
Because,
gonna do the good old they've ruined the gas can lids show?
I absolutely did. Yes, I did. How dare you?
What's next? These light bulbs they're making us buy. have you ever noticed that the shower heads just don't have pressure like they used to? My goodness. You turn it on, it's like a trickle.
You're fired, by the way. The good old.
But anyway, he did Oppenheimer.
Ugh, sucks.
Um
I fucking hate Memento.
and
I fucking
but if your ideology